G'day, it's Justin here, and thanks for joining me for another bonus bit. If you've listened to the full series of the Rise and Fall of Easterfest, you know that the events that unfolded on Easter Saturday night in 2011 would end up being one of those key moments in the Easterfest story. Steve Monro and Matt Gees were radio presenters with Vision Christian Media, who were on the ground on Easter Sunday in 2011, painting a picture to their listeners of what had transpired the night before. They were able to capture CEO Isaac Moody's press conference as he addressed the media that morning, as well as speaking to Jason Solaris, who was heading up the Youth with a Mission team, as well as some of the campers who'd gone through a pretty trying night. The interviews were conducted by Matt Gees, so thanks so much to Steve and Matt, as well as Andrew Robbo Robinson from Vision Christian Media for providing the audio. And I hope you enjoy this bonus bit from the Easterfest of 2011.
So last night we had a very difficult situation here on Queen's Park. We had a large crowd here at Easterfest. In fact, our record crowd. The weather was perfect all day, but unfortunately in the evening an unexpected storm came, and it came quick and it came hard. We had no warning that this storm was approaching, and it was a surprise to us that it hit the site, and it did cause flooding through the premises. Look, and we're very pleased to also report that there was no serious injuries at all. And I really want to thank right now the emergency services here in Toowoomba, who did a terrific job in coming to the site quickly, coordinating with us, both the police and the fire brigade and the ambulance. They really worked well and took control, and I'm very indebted to them in helping us make the site safe and secure. One of the great things is that this festival has had 2 good days. We're at record numbers and we're able to continue the festival. The Queen's Park site is shut and we're continuing the festival though in the city. So Easterfest City, the many cafes, restaurants and venues and more being added today actually, as we have artists who were performing here in Queen's Park will be performing in Easterfest City, and we're putting it all on free, and I think that's the best response we can do in a difficult situation like this, is to put on free entertainment in the city. And of course that's really what the festival's about, helping our city recover from the devastating floods in January. And we've been hit with an unprecedented event here, but I think it's very appropriate on the last day of the festival we do put on this free entertainment in the city. 2 of our headline acts, Naturally 7 and New World Sun, will be performing at 3 p.m. Down at the CBD stage next to the City Library, and we're very pleased, and they're very pleased to do that as well. It'll all be a bit different to the big main stage performance, but I'm sure it'll be very much appreciated by the crowd.
This is Matt Gees from Vision Christian Media talking to Jason Solaris from Youth with a Mission.
Well, Youth with a Mission has been involved with Easterfest for several years and running the chai tent. And we have a stage and a lot of chai, but really our goal is to try to promote world missions. And Youth with a Mission is one of the largest missions organizations out there. And if we can come to a festival like this and get people excited about going out and doing missions and serving the kingdom, then I feel like we've accomplished something. And also it's about serving the local churches of Toowoomba as well. It's kind of one of the big visions of what we've been trying to do here for several years.
All right, so now that the main site of Easterfest is closed, what are you guys going to be doing for the rest of today, basically?
Well, a lot of it's cleanup. We had pretty much a large river flowing through our tent and wiped out a lot of the stuff. Our tent actually did really well, but we're going to be cleaning up. And also, we've been serving chai, warm drinks to any people walking by. A lot of the people who've been working through the night. There's about 5 of us that stayed on last night until about 3 in the morning, passing out chai tea, just trying to keep people warm, and just trying to love on people wherever we can. And then we have volunteers all over the park helping in various areas, just volunteering, helping getting people out of their campsites and getting people out of the parking lot. So just all over the place, just trying to help out and clean up wherever we can.
I guess one thing I've noticed over the last few years of coming to Easterfest is that YWAM seem to be everywhere. They may not necessarily look like, you know, oh, here I am, I'm a YWAMer. You know, they may be wearing crew t-shirts or they may be working at the chai tent, but you guys get really involved, don't you?
Yeah, I've heard a number that we make up about 1/3 of the volunteer workforce here at Easterfest, because we've got about 100 people working with us this year in Youth with a Mission. But we don't just try to center in on the chai tent that we do, but we're all over the place volunteering in different areas. So yeah, we're pretty much everywhere. Everywhere you walk in Easterfest, you could probably see a YWAMer.
Jason, tell us a little bit about yourself. You said you're with YWAM Brisbane, but funnily enough, you don't sound much like a Queenslander, mate.
Well, I've been here about 6 years, but I just can't seem to lose the accent. I'm originally from Florida in the United States, a little town called Sarasota. I came to Youth with a Mission just over 6 years ago, wanting to just travel a little bit, but really God started to do something in my heart, and I've been staying with the mission for the past 6 years. I've been running discipleship training schools, which are anyone can take. It's a 6-month course where you just get to know God and then outpour that in overseas missions experience. So that's a little bit about what I'm involved in, but we're also running in locations all over the globe. Like I said, any country that you could go to, pretty much, you can find a Youth with a Mission base. And I just love the organization, and it's just something that I don't think I'll be getting out of anytime soon.
So what are some of the things that YWAM have got planned over the next few months? Easter, obviously, you said it's a big deal for you guys here at Easterfest. What are you going to be doing now?
It's a good question. We've got teams that are just getting ready to go overseas right now is our big thing. We are pioneering ministry centers in several parts of the world, Darjeeling, India, and Indonesia, and Canada, actually, Peru, several different pioneering locations, and we're going to be sending our teams over there to start up new ministries, working with local churches and trying to bring people together and have some effective ministry in those towns. So, and we also have our Beach to Bush ministry, which is going around to local country towns here in Queensland, trying to help out, do whatever we can. We've actually been doing a lot of flood relief over the past couple months in some of the local country towns surrounding Brisbane, about 3 or 4 hours away. So I think that there's just so many different focuses right now, and we're going all over the place, all over the world, all over Queensland, and just trying to further the work of the kingdom wherever we can.
What's your name?
Sam?
And you're camping on site, are you, Sam?
Yeah, yep.
So whereabouts were you camping?
We were actually up in the family area, so it was actually reasonably dry, but we still had like a flow of water, but we didn't catch like the pool of water that the youth guys did.
So you're happy you're camping up that side, I'm guessing?
Happy we came in late and got the back end of the corner, yeah, definitely.
What about friends, family members, anyone there that you still got to try and find? They've been off evacuated?
Yeah, I mean, I had a few friends there, but it sounds like they've all been sent to like church halls and stuff, keep them dry, so yeah, no, it's all good.
I'm back.
And you're camping in the same area, Beck?
Yep.
So what's been your reaction to everything that's happened so far?
I'm a little bit shocked by the enormity of the damage that's happened to the tents and everything, but I'm just glad everyone's safe and dry.
So what are you going to do now? Easterfest on-site has cancelled. You're going to head off into the city and check out what's going on?
Yep, sure thing. We'll go in and we'll see New Worldson and Naturally 7 play, and we might head home this afternoon after that. Well,
I've wandered up into the youth campsite and what used to be the general store. They've got breakfast underway, bacon and eggs cooking and sausages. A couple of guys standing around here. What's your name?
Caleb.
Caleb, where were you camping?
Just over there in the youth area.
Yeah, and when did you find out that your campsite was a little bit wet?
We're in the hardcore tent. We got kicked out because that flooded, and come back to find all our clothes and bedding and everything just soaked. But we still enjoyed Switchfoot anyway. Come back after that.
So what did you do when you found out your gear was all wet? Cut your losses and just whatever?
Yeah, borrowed some clothes. That's it. Had a shower.
And you continued partying with Switchfoot?
Yep, definitely. There was about a foot of water in the mosh down the front. It was good. Yeah, it was fun.
So what are you going to do now? What's your plans?
I'll just head home today. Hey, pack up and head home.
You going to check out any of the acts in the city?
Nah, probably not, We'll just cut for it.
So how far you got to go to get home?
Just the Gold Coast, man.
What's your name, sir?
Mike.
And Mike, you're one of the parents as well as a camper by the looks of it.
Yeah, we've been coming for about 7 or 8 years and we wouldn't miss it. We come with the kids and just have an absolute ball. Yeah, so we're parent and camper.
So what's your reaction to what's happened in the last 12 hours with all the rain that's come down?
Well, we're in the mosh pit of New World Sun when it hit, and look, it was still fun. It just made it a little bit different, and came back to our tent, and it was pretty wet, but we dried out what we could and got a dry spot to sleep, and managed the ride. So it was, look, it's just what happens. You get a rain sometimes, you get hot weather sometimes, so we'll take it as it comes.
What about campers around you? What has the reaction been?
Oh, yeah, most of them have been pretty positive. It's just what happens. Some of them ended up at a local church because their tents and everything was just wet. So that was great. The church opened up their doors and let them sleep there. And those who could find a dry spot just slept there.
So what's the plans now? Looks like you're packing up, ready to go home?
Yeah, we'll go home and dry everything out and set it all up and get ready for work on Tuesday.
So you're going to come back next year?
Oh, we won't miss it.
Just watching people packing up. There's parents coming down to help kids pack up and get out of the campsite. One of them is this lady here. What's your name, please?
Jill.
Jill, how many kids did you have camping on site?
2. I had 2 children camping on site. Yeah, lots of mud.
So you're local, are you?
No, from Brisbane. So I've come up from Brisbane this morning.
So what was your reaction when you got that phone call saying, Mum, the site's been flooded and we need some help?
Well, I was going to come up last night if I needed to, but I'd much preferred to wait till this morning. But I was on the police Facebook and Twitter to see what was happening, and they had the best information, so it was really good.
What's your response to what's happened here? Do you think you're going to let your kids come back and do the campsite again?
Yeah, if they want to. I mean, it's up to them. It seems to be a very safe, and it was well organised, and the evacuation was good. Even though they didn't know what was happening, it seemed to be well coordinated. So I think the police and the organisers did a good job.
So where to from now? Are you going to pack up and head home, or are your kids going to want to stay and check out some of the stuff happening in Easterfest City?
No, we're on our way home. That's lots of mud through all their stuff and lots of cleaning up to do at home today, I think.